No, you did little. My bad. Okay, so man, the Tebow situation. I was looking at this
Hold on,
report.
hold on, hold on. Hey, what's going on, guys? This is your boy Drew, bro. I'm here with two of my bros from A5A. We got David Simpson III and Jabari Smith. How y'all boys doing?
Doing good.
Doing good, man. Glad to be here.
Yeah, good to hear from y'all. So, as you may know, a lot of things have been happening with the NFL, with the NBA, a lot of things that's going into different dimensions that people is just, this is really a big thing that's been going on. So I want to get y'all take. I don't know if y'all heard so much about this, but I feel like David said he got some stuff to say about it. How y'all feel about Tim Tebow now being reintroduced into the NFL, but not only as a quarterback, he's not going to be playing quarterback. He's going to be playing majority. He's going to be playing tight end. So how y'all feel about that?
Go ahead, David.
Yeah, go ahead, David.
I ain't gonna lie, I feel some type of way about it because okay, I can understand he trying to be like a mentor for Trevor Lawrence, in a way because it's Urban Meyer. Tim Tebow was his guy at Florida. Everybody remember back then they were running the SEC and Alabama took over. So honestly, I feel like it's a good thing for Trevor, but I feel like it's not because like Tim Tebow isn't like he hadn't really have experience. Like he's like if you had like a Nick Foles or a Tony Romo or somebody that went through some experience that really played through some tough games, they can really teach him something. Oh, should everybody go? Oh shoot. Hello?
David, can you hear me?
Yeah, it went out. Y'all went away.
Oh, yeah. I don't know where Drew is at. So, hang on.
Right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we
Okay.
good.
I was saying was like I feel like they trying to make him to a mentor, but I don't know why they would put him at tight end. I'd rather you put Tebow at quarterback so he can teach him something. I don't know why he had tight end. That's the only problem I have. Like if he's gonna be a mentor, put him in a position he's gonna help him with. But I feel like Tim Tebow do have the experience. He has the leadership. I feel like he doesn't have full experience for the NFL. That's all I feel about the situation.
To me, I'm not gonna lie. I think it's low-key a publicity stunt.
Nah,
Yeah, Tim Tebow is a big. He was a big time. He's an athlete dude. What can I say? But let's be real here. He only played 10 games as a starting quarterback for the Broncos. Won the little playoff game. Got out the league. Went to the MLB. Not even MLB. Minor league baseball. Try to make that. So I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, Davey made a good point as far as Urban Meyer, and Tebow got that connection. But I think the main point of Tebow coming in is not to play a position. I think it's really to just be there for Trevor Lawrence, like you said. Like Tebow is not going to start. Tebow is not going to have 1,000-yard season. Tebow is going to experience 10 snaps, probably on special teams, and just be there and talking to Trevor Lawrence.
I mean, but he started talking about he playing tight end though, so that's a big thing. You feel me? From
I
tight
don't
end.
know, bro. I don't know. I'm not buying it. I'll be shocked to
Other
see him
players
out there
like
running around.
other players done it. Like Terrell Pryor did it. He was a receiver. It was okay for him because he was tall, and so he was like they thought he was gonna be the next Calvin Johnson. Who else did it?
But Terrell Pryor wasn't out the league for 6 years.
I know that's crazy.
Nah, that's true. That's true. He did come back out of nowhere.
And another topic is everybody mad that Colin Kaepernick still ain't got signed, but Tebow came. Tebow ain't played in 3,000 days.
That's true. We also got players like Dez Bryant who ain't played in a minute either. And then Tebow automatically gets a chance out of all these years he ain't played in the league, and that's a big thing that is a big controversy. There's something that Dez Bryant actually was talking about on Twitter, and he was just saying how it's crazy how Tim Tebow hasn't been in the league for like almost 600 days, and he automatically just gets to be able to go in and play But men like Dez Bryant, men like Colin Kaepernick, who obviously are African American, is having a hard time still trying to get into the league or even still trying to be able to play and show their worth, even though they got much more to give to the league than they've been shown. So it's really one of those things that is hard to really come together with, because I can't believe that shocked me when I woke up this morning. I saw that. That was amazing. Couldn't believe it. But shit. All right, we're gonna take a quick commercial break, if I can, and we'll be right back with more.
Even though there is so much against us,
you will see me choose to protect myself and my community from the coronavirus by wearing a face covering.
Because it's going to take all of us thinking about one another.
And even with my face covered, you will see me.
You will see me as a mother, a wife, a friend.
As an athlete who gave everything to the game I love.
As a father, leading by example.
As a sister.
An entertainer.
As a champion for my people.
You will see me finding a light in a dark time.
To unlock our creativity and push our craft.
You will see me demanding the space to tell the stories that matter.
As a man who knows that tough times don't last, but tough people do.
Join us in wearing a face covering to help stop the spread of the coronavirus.
Because covering your face is one small act of kindness that has the power to bring us together.
And we back. Welcome back to Drew Sports Zone, where we gonna talk about everything, anything sports. We already had a discussion about Tim Tebow. I don't know, oh, my boy David right there. So with that being said, with Tim Tebow, who do you think in the NFL today has the best free agency? Like, who improved more with that free agency? Tough decisions, huh? What's thinking? Let me ask y'all this: do you think the Bucks are going to make it to the championship again? Because they re-signed everybody.
No.
You don't think so? And why? Why is that, David?
Because, like, if you really truly look at it, we haven't had a back-to-back champion since, my boys, the Cowboys, won. So that's like, but now, honestly, now we live in an era of, like, if a team, it's cool to see it happen. They bring back the same roster because everybody almost leave after they win Super Bowl and go somewhere else to get some more money. They got, you got a ring, you got the experience, you leave. But now I see it as it's a good thing, but they have a real veteran team now. And then if they sign Julian, they're gonna do some damage if they sign Julian Edelman. They keep talking about it, but free agency with the Bucks, I'm gonna say like it's a C plus because like
for the Bucks,
yeah, I feel like eventually Tom Brady gonna get it out.
I'm not gonna lie. The Buccaneers are the best team in football.
For real?
And that's coming from a huge Saints fan. If you look it up, if you look at all the power rankings, just the way that they're all set up, the Bucks sit at the top even after free agency. So I'm not gonna lie, I think the Bucks had, even though they didn't make any moves as far as getting other people on their team, just the fact that they're going out of their way to re-sign everybody that they already had to win the Super Bowl, they're good, man. They're good to go. So I would answer that. I would say the Bucks, man. The Bucks had the best free agency.
The Bucks got the best. Okay, so with that being said, who y'all think got the least of the free agents during this free agency? Who improved the least of all the teams, all the 32 teams in the NFL? Who do you think leastly improved with this free agency?
Saints.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's being funny.
Why you think the Saints?
Oh, like Drew Brees. That's an impactful player for a team, man. Like them not having I'm cool with Jameis. I'm cool with Taysom Hill. I don't know what they're gonna do with Taysom. I just see him as a special team. Like he can play receiver, go on special team, go tackle somebody. But like a true quarterback, like Jameis Winston, he's not that guy for them. They should have drafted what's the quarterback out of Florida? He from Texas. He's straight. He's from Houston. I don't know his name.
I don't know, but we didn't have the picks.
We know y'all didn't have it. Y'all need a quarterback though.
Anyway,
who is your team?
The Cowboys.
Oh my God.
We did great. We got the whole new defense.
So what
Y'all
is the
need
Cowboys? Look,
peace.
the thing with the Cowboys, y'all talk about this every year, every season. Y'all do this, y'all go do this, y'all did this. We got these people.
We got this and that. We're going to Super Bowl. That's all I'm saying. We're going to Super Bowl.
How many times y'all? I ain't been to the Super Bowl since the '90s. It's 2021. That's decades.
The Cowboys are at the bottom half of the league.
I'm not talking to a fan who has a banana on the side of their helmet. So, Saints have a banana on the side of their helmet. I don't worry about that.
Okay.
Anyway, to answer your question, Drew, I actually would say even though they just drafted Trevor Lawrence, I would say the Jaguars, they're still about to be 1 and they may not be as bad as 1-15 like they were last year, but they literally just got Trevor Lawrence, but they have no pass protection. They have no defense. They have no offensive weapons. So really nothing changed except the quarterback. And I don't know why teams do this. I don't know why teams just draft nice quarterbacks and just expect to win. Like look at the Bengals and Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow was the best quarterback in college football and ended up getting injured because they had no pass protection. So I don't know why NFL front offices continue to draft these elite quarterbacks with no protection. So I don't think the Jaguars are going to be the worst team this year.
Ooh, the worst team.
Worst team.
Okay, so I got this for David. Who gonna win the NFC East?
It's gonna be a tough year. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
They'll all have losing records.
They do. That's the question. You got the Eagles, the Redskins.
Every single year from the NFC East, so it's gonna be a tough year. But honestly, hopefully Dak has a healthy year, like coming off that foot and the leg injury. But honestly, I'm gonna really honest with y'all. The Eagles, and it's gonna be like the Eagles and the Cowboys.
It's gonna be the Eagles or the Cowboys.
Yes.
What about Washington? What about the Giants? The Giants got some people too.
I do not believe in Daniel Jones. I do not believe.
But you believe in Dak Prescott?
I believe in Dak Prescott. But I do not believe in Daniel Jones for the Giants.
Okay, so what does Dak Prescott possess that makes you believe that he's gonna give y'all a bigger?
Dak Prescott's a little bit. I'm gonna tell you the two quarterbacks he is most similar to. He's a little bit of Brett Favre and a little bit of Russell Wilson, all in one person. You think about it. He can scramble. He can get a play. Look, he can make a play out of nothing. He's a good leader, bro. Okay, Law, y'all not gonna clown my boy. Because he had, you know what's crazy? When he was injured, he was still leading the lead in passing and touchdowns.
But why didn't y'all make it past the first round?
Who your team?
Matter of fact, I give y'all that. Y'all made it past the second round. What was that year? But then y'all had to play the Rams and y'all lost.
Oh yeah, we lost. That's when the Rams played.
Yeah, and then ever since then, I mean, every time I see the Cowboys in the playoffs, normally the first round they knocked out. It's the same year every year.
No.
All I'm gonna say is Dak Prescott was eating before he got hurt. That's all I'm saying. Especially definitely. That whole full year when it was his contract year, he knew he needed to perform and get that money. He was killing. So just from seeing that, Dak has it in him. We just have to see what version of Dak we get.
I think what also you got to deal with is the coaching and the ownership of the Cowboys. Y'all got to get rid of Jerry Jones. Not even gonna lie.
The thing is, they can't even get rid of Jerry Jones. He's the owner of the team. He can only get rid of himself.
That's the problem. And he's so old school. He's so old school that he's not trying to look at the future. And that's the problem with the Cowboys now. Y'all so based in the past that y'all can't really. I mean, yeah, y'all get all these ultimate weapons, all these good people. But it's like, y'all had Amari Cooper, Randall Cobb, Michael Gallup, all these good receivers, and y'all still can barely have a winning season. What's up, David?
It's because their defense.
Can I tell you the truth?
That's true. Go ahead, David.
I'm gonna tell you what it really is. He's gonna blame the offense, blame the quarterback receiver, but really it's our defense, the secondary.
Yeah, y'all corners didn't cover.
It's been a couple times in the playoffs. Like the year we went against the Packers, it was like 40 seconds left. Aaron Rodgers, I'm gonna just say it like that. Y'all know what happened. So he threw it downfield, like 60 yards. They got a field goal. I'm like, wow. It's always the defense. The defense always makes us choke. But we got a good offense. Our offense is true, but the defense this year is new. I like the new scheme. I'm glad we got a new linebacker and a couple new secondary. We need a new young secondary, but we need honestly, I'm gonna tell you what we really messed up last year. We should got Jamal Adams.
Jamal Adams. You really think he would have went to the Cowboys?
Yes, he wanted to go to the Cowboys.
So then why? What happened then, David? Why ain't y'all get him?
Because we got Jerry Jones. That's why.
He wanted to go to a
He don't
winning
want to give
team.
nobody no money.
Exactly.
Jamal Adams gonna ask for a lot of money.
Because he's a great safety. He one of the best safeties in the league. He deserved that money. He need to go to a team that actually go get him in positions to make big plays. That's go give him a winning record. Like he been playing with the Jets for almost half his career. Now he gonna move on to the Seahawks. I mean, he did his thing in the Seahawks, even though they didn't really make it that far. But I mean, other than that, I don't know. We go see. With that being said, we're gonna take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back.
At Prairie View A&M University, we've been igniting passion in students for more than 140 years. It's about inspiration. It's about global influence. It's about self-expression and individuality. It's about trailblazing a path of excellence. It's about engaging in the greater community. Above all, it's about helping you realize your dreams. Ignite your passion. Experience Prairie View A&M University.
All right, we back. For our last segment, we're going to talk more about the NBA. You know, the playoffs coming up. Not much I can say about my Lakers. You know, we still in that playoff bracket, but I don't really know if we're going to make it that far. I mean, you know, we had a lot of injuries and stuff like that. The East is taking off with the Nets and the Sixers going off and everything like that. And surprisingly, the New York Knicks are in the 4th seed. Never thought I'd see that again. That's been something that is actually, you know, Derrick Rose been doing his thing with RJ Barrett and Julius Randle. You know, them boys over there starting to become their own little big three in their own way. So how are y'all feeling about the NBA season and the playoffs coming up?
Oh, you waiting on me, Dave?
Oh, yeah.
I figured Dave was going to talk first. Shoot. But honestly, it's weird seeing those teams at the top. I'm definitely not surprised with the Knicks. You know, they got the hometown kid, Derrick Rose, leading the charge. So that's what he does. You know, he's from Chicago. You know, he's kind of cold-blooded, you know. So, you know, I'm not really surprised about that. But as far as the Lake Show goes, I'm not gonna lie. I'm worried about the Lakers. They're Bron need to come back. And Bron need to come back fast. If he doesn't, then it's unfortunate. Just out of pure talent, I would think the Nets are just going to finish the job and go all the way. There's just too much talent on the team, too much intelligence for them to not figure out a way to win. So if LeBron and them don't come back, man, I'm not going to lie. We're going to have to get a championship to Brooklyn this year.
How you feel, David?
This year, after the All-Star break, it was really great. Like, I think it's great basketball looking at Steph go hot again. Like, Steph is back. Like, the regular Steph Curry, the Knicks. Because everybody always say this quote, when New York has great basketball, the lead is the best. Like, when New York Knicks are the best. I mean, like, it's balanced. Right now, I feel like everything's balanced. Everybody has a chance a little bit, but the Nets are really hot right now. I feel like they have that chance to really grab the ring and starting a dynasty in a way, because I don't know what the contracts are for all three of those dudes, but they're gonna have a good team for the next couple of years. They'll get a couple rings, and James deserves one. But right now, the East is the Nets. The team I do root for in the East is not really hot right now. It's the 76ers. I don't know really what they're doing, because I'm really looking forward to have Doc Rivers this year. I thought that would be a good plus.
I think they're number one in the East.
They're number one? But, you know, everybody thinks the Nets going to take over, though. You know how the 76ers are in the playoffs. They start fumble around like they did with the Raptors, and then they do with Boston all the time. But I feel like
you guys think they got a whole different coach this time. They got Doc Rivers as coach.
That's the thing about it. Doc Rivers, that dude, that's what I think is a sleeper. The 76ers are a sleeper, but the Nets are like that giant. And I hope the 76ers knock them out. But the West, right now, I'm going to say Steph and them really hot, and how Steph is. We seen Steph in the past. He hot. You can't stop him. And he got this young team. And he got a couple of veterans. I feel they can do something in the playoffs. But back to the Lakers, it hurts to see a unhealthy LeBron. LeBron is that he is the dude. He's the king. He's the king of the court. That's who he is. Like, and not seeing a healthy LeBron for the Lakers, that's gonna be kind of falling off because it's gonna help Anthony a little for leadership, in the future when it's his team when LeBron leaves in the future. But if LeBron is healthy fully, like he was in the bubble, I feel like they could take over the West and maybe the Lakers in this finals.
Okay. All right. So that being said, y'all saying the Nets would take over the East. They've been saying a lot about the situation with Kyrie, giving a lot of personal time to himself, not playing as much games. We also have the history of these guys. Yeah, they guys are real good player, but they've never played in a playoff game with each other. And these three are known, well, mainly Kyrie and James are known for being ball hogs and stuff like that when it's time. And everybody knows the regular season is totally different compared to playoffs. Like, people play different, people work different. Like, it's a whole different vibe when it comes to that. And with that being said as well, a lot of people have been talking about the Clippers still. And I don't know. I know how I feel about the Clippers. I ain't never been no Clippers fan. I always been a Lakers fan. But, we got Paul George, Kawhi Leonard. They still got a pretty stacked team. With the Suns, we got Devin Booker and Chris Paul. That was the best decision, I think. And see, that's why I just feel like Chris Paul makes the team he's on better just by his court vision, his floor generalism. Like, he just knows how to make a team make plays.
Honest opinion, he the most true point guard you will ever see. Like, not generation of basketball. Any other point guard, I feel like Chris Paul is that he's balanced. Like, so look at OKC. He went to OKC. They just had Westbrook leave and everybody else leave. He took that team to the playoffs. They had a bit of a chance, but they got knocked out. But he can take any. I feel like you put him in any team, he can take them. So I feel like the Suns can do some damage if they keep it up. Because what's the center they have?
DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, DeAndre Ayton.
They have a good team, so I feel like they have a good chance.
Yeah, the West is a pretty stacked. That's a pretty stacked conference. Everybody know the West Conference is the better conference in the whole NBA. So that's just something to say when it comes to that. It's just, we got Portland coming back into the fray. We got Dallas into it. We got the Nuggets. So when it comes to the West, it's the same teams that we pretty much expect to have the winning season, to have the best season and be able to be high as they is in the playoffs. It's always the East that's the one that's kind of difficult. Like, I know Orlando and Toronto was in the East last year. Now they eliminated this year, which is one of those big things. So it's like always one of those things that's always something different, something new. So before we go, is there anything else, like any other basketball-wise related topics that y'all feel like needs to come across?
I know it's talking about one thing.
Go ahead.
DK in the Golden Games.
Which games?
DK Metcalf. You saw he.
I'm pretty sure he said basketball.
Basketball, anything sports wise, it don't even matter. But you talk.
I honestly thought he was gonna make it, but it's just crazy how he kept up all them dudes. Like, that's just true speed. But I want to see.
He a big dude. No, I ain't gonna lie. He big. He a fast, big dude for that, and that's something that's like, honestly, just for him to be able to keep up with them that many times, and for his size and to be a receiver, like everybody seen that game with the Cardinals, how he Moss Buda Baker, like that was crazy. Like he caught up to boy all the way, and it just took too much, and that just was amazing. So for him to be that big and to keep up with all them people that's probably been doing track for most of their life, that just says a lot about his character, a lot about his true athleticism shows and plays out.
I'm not gonna lie, he's a freak. He's a freak of nature, man. With that, you can't do nothing but just put your hands up. Like, as far as Zion Williamson, LeBron James, DK Metcalf, those are just God just blessed them. Like, it don't matter how hard people like me and y'all two work, but we're not gonna be able to jump as high as them guys and run as fast as them guys. They just got it in them, man. It's natural.
I feel that. All right. Well, thank y'all boys for coming in and talking, giving y'all peace about it. David, I hope your Dallas Cowboys do their best this coming up season, even though we all know that's probably not gonna happen. But we're gonna give you some hope and everything. We're gonna leave that with you. But anyway, I'm your host, Drew Brewer. Got my bros, David Simpson III and Jabari Smith. Thank you so much for tuning in. Peace out.